Okay, it's like 5:54 in the morning, and this thing was on when I woke up. This truck, and that's not normal for people not to have a problem with something that you can hear through this whole house this early in the morning. But the thing is, it was already on. There's no telling how long, because I woke up. You woke me up. That sound. I woke up to the sound, into the vibration, that heat going in my body. But this is not normal for this neighborhood. It's just not a normal neighborhood. Nothing about this neighborhood is normal. And I'm really beginning to wonder the decisions that I make. Am I the one making them? Am I the one making these decisions? Did I make the decision to move in this house? Did I make the decision to move in the house that we last had? I do think I made the decision to move in the first house that we moved in, because I really liked that house. But I didn't know about all the gang stalking. I didn't even know I was being gang stalked. And to have the real estate agency that we had, she was a part of the gang stalking. I mean, it's hard to get away from anybody that's not being that's not part of the gang stalking. I mean, it's really hard, even family. I think even family, because I see something. I'm going back. I'm seeing some things with some of my family members. As we talking, they getting texts, and when they read their text, they looking at me. They'll just cut the eyes up at me, with the eyes squenched and stuff. Close family members. These people don't care who they get and who they attack. It don't matter. It don't matter. They'll attack children. I was FaceTiming one of my daughters, and she had her 1-year-old grandchild, and I'm looking at my great grand, and I'm seeing this energy all over her. I saw it on my daughter, and I told my daughter, I said, I'm seeing energy on you, and I'm seeing it on the baby. But they don't believe me when I'm trying to tell them stuff. I know what I saw. The energy had my great grand covered. And they probably doing that to my daughter, because she comes here. They don't think I'm being gangster. But then anybody that come around you, they'll begin to attack you. And especially if they come around you a lot. I told my daughter that some years ago, I think she was being attacked because she was having a problem with her arm. And I had a needle. And when I put the needle on some of the technology, it'll go off. When I put it on her arm, it went off. And when she went, the doctor told her it was the atmosphere. It was her atmosphere that was causing her arm to hurt. But that's what's causing us problems, our atmosphere. The people in our atmosphere that's releasing this stuff in the atmosphere. It is 5. Right now, and I've been talking a little while. And plus, before I, so it won't as late as I said it was, because it's just not 5:51. Oh no, it's not right. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Guess how long I've been talking. This was 609, okay. 609, so it was 5 something when I started. And I had forgot. No, I ain't gonna say what I did. But it took me a little while to start my video because I did something wrong and I had to explain. Anyway, we really got to question us. And what we do, we got to make sure it's us that's doing it and not them telling us to do it. Because they could be telling us to do something just so that some of them can tag us. Like how I went outside today when I could have just put the trash, that box in the trash in the house. I didn't know that girl was outside. But we living some crazy times now. Through this house, the lights are flickering. I'm finding out people from different places. There's a man in South Carolina, his lights flickering. And there's a lady, I don't know where she's from, but she said her lights are flickering. They talking about throwing away their food out of their refrigerator, of their freezer. So these lights in this house are not just flickering. And I've been wondering about it. I've been wondering, are they taking our pictures? Are they videoing us? And that's what I've been wondering ever since we've been here. That's why I changed some of the lights. I didn't change all of them because I'm short. And they put the expensive LED lights throughout this whole entire house. And I had brought a case of them. And I had them in like lamps. So I took all them LED light bulbs out of them lamps. I took some of them out of the things up in the ceiling and put here. I got some regular light bulbs. But then I heard they could still see you through the light bulbs. So they said to get the yellow ones. But the thing about the yellow ones, they don't last long at all. I brought some yellow ones, but they don't last long. I don't know how many yellow light bulbs. And they made them so they won't last long. Now they're using purple. They've been telling us for the last longest who they are. Franco, is it Franco Pearson? This man is really smart. He's really smart. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He starts with an F. Franco. I don't know if that's how he says his name or not. But he uses numbers to come up with an answer. And the answer is 666. Even with the Black Lives Matter, even with George Floyd death. And I've been saying that. I've been saying there's something not right with this man death. There's something not right with none of these deaths of these black men, with the white police killing them right on camera. Sacrifices. Cohesion sacrifices. Look up King Obama. You'll begin to see images of him being crowned. Then you'll see him. I seen where he said every man. They got him dressed up in all kind of costumes because he's saying he God. This is what they say is the Antichrist is going to be boasting. Look up King Obama and see what comes up. And pay attention to their colors when they do in public. Okay, he said something about the black and red. Now, look, Michelle had on a red dress and he had on a black suit on something where they were dancing. Purple and Tiffany blue are the cohesion colors. I can't remember what he said about the black and there's something about the black and white, black and red, purple, and the Tiffany blue. These are the colors these people have been using for the last few years. Ever since Obama got in office, these are the colors that they've been using. And the reason why Obama could pass the law for homosexuals to get married and this transgender thing that he tried to put on his daughter, saying his daughter said something that didn't make no sense. Because, check out, just go to it. 3 men that say they had relations with Obama and find out what happened to them. Just put that in and you'll see. They had their names too. I did have their name one time. I can't remember what name, but just put it in 3 men that say they had relations with Obama. It's on the internet. And that comedian that said that Obama was gay and Michelle was a man, a trend or something like that. You know, I don't have a problem with him. With him being gay, that's his lifestyle. If he want to be an abomination to the Lord, that's on him. But when you're telling a lie about it, you're lying to the people of the United States of America because you don't care anything about the people of the United States of America because you having them killed. You and the Bush Jr. That community watch, nothing but a lie. They're not watching nothing. They killing people. And America people is sitting back with their closed mind and they in their sleep, still sleep. Don't see nothing going on. Don't see nothing wrong. You don't see no food shortage. You don't see no gas rising. You don't see nothing. Just like a dead person. Blind, dead. And they destroying us. Bringing this fake crap. Saying it's something, a B. And then they coming up with something that's going to be the answer. But it's the killing. Will there be any more children birthed in the future? Will there be any more people birthed or people are still alive other than them? Even our children. They even want you to kill your children. These people are sick. 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 Not six, but sick, sick, sick. But they even get the children involved. They just, Biden is nothing but a puppet. That's all he is. They need to pray for it because he's being used. He's just being used. He's nothing but a puppet. The words that coming out of his mouth is not his words. It's some sad times. And I feel sorry for children. I really feel sorry for children that got dumb parents. that'll just believe anything that somebody say. Some of the dumbest people on this earth. And you will have your children involved in this crap. You just believe whatever they say. No common sense at all. Mm. I really am trying not to cry because I'm feeling so sorry for these children. I really am feeling sorry for these babies. And don't know what's going to happen to them. Like I say, I got a lot of age on me. Don't know how much longer I'll be here. And one thing I don't know what this stuff is they putting in my body. For the last 4 years, they've been filling me with something. And my stomach just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I don't know how long I will be here. But you got these little children that they saying it's okay to give them the fix as just little babies. As just little babies. Because these people, these Phoenicians, this is what they do, sacrifices. And they don't care your age. It's about them against us. All of those people that you see on the news that's in leadership positions, watch the colors that they wear. Black and red. And this man, I need to go back and look at his videos. I need to go back because I hadn't been too long started watching his video, but everything he's saying, the thing that I was thinking, I just didn't have no proof. I kept saying something ain't right with this. It just something ain't right. It's not making no sense. Nothing about it. And they being the scapegoat. So they got to have a promise. He may not go get all that time. That man that killed George Floyd. He may not get all that time. He may not be getting no time. They need to put it on TV. These news people are nothing but liars. I'm telling you. They may not be human. The news that I don't really look at the news. Sometimes I'll turn the TV on and the news I'll be already on, and I don't even turn the station. I just let it sit there because I start doing something. But there is one young lady, I'm telling you, I'm looking at her eyes, and her eyes is changing. She know her eyes is changing, and I can look at it when she try not to let it be known that she know her eyes. You can see her eyes, and so she start blinking her eyes. And they'll get back right. That's not human. A lot of these people are not human. There's something here that's taking our places. And so they is killing us with this technology. That's why they want all this stuff, this frequencies. They're changing the frequency, they're changing the atmosphere. And I'm telling you, that sun is not our sun. How they change, I don't know. But I seen the thing stop shining. That's how I know for a fact. But I got on video that it shaped like an eye. This thing is shaped like an eye. The sun is not going to be shaped like no eye. I'm telling y'all, that sun that's up there is doing something to us. They people from somewhere else that's taking our place. And y'all keep thinking Regina is crazy. Keep thinking I'm crazy. Because you're going to find out that I'm not. Because they're going to start coming out wherever they're hiding it. They've been hiding for years and years and years. They're going to start coming out. And the ones that's being created in the laboratory. It's gonna be released. Y'all keep thinking that I am crazy. I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know why they allow me to see what I see. But that's not our sun. It's not the sun that God created. And I don't know how they got rid of it. I don't know. Even the moon. I seen that moon move from one place quickly to another place. And I was, and I'm kind of, I'm just thinking, how can the moon move like that? Cause I mean, I don't know why I was looking up. I started looking up in the sky because I seen flying saucers, and they know that I see it because they started shooting at me. Stuff was coming through the ceiling. I was having to sleep in the bathtub because the bathtub that was at the other house was like a steel bathtub. So I would have to. I had to sleep like that for a long time with a mirror on top of the bathtub. I had like in a casket, and they would be steady shooting at me while I'm in the tub because I could hear it hitting the walls. I went out there one night. I uh, I had this tablet, and I went out there with my tablet, looking up at the sky, and they started cutting on the light. It was dark out there. They started cutting the lights on, letting me see them, and then they started shooting at me and ran my behind back in the house, which didn't do no good because they were shooting through the ceiling. I got the rest. I took a picture of my legs, little red spots all over my legs, so they would turn my legs up. I don't have to lie about nothing. And I'm telling y'all, stuff ain't right. These people are not who we think they are. I do believe something has taken their place. And they killing people. What's her name? Beyonce talking about she got a Sasha. Uh, Sasha got a Beyonce. These people know who we think they are. I'm trying to tell y'all, there's something else going on. There's something else going on, and it's been going on for a long, long time. Because I'm telling you what I see up in that sky. There were so many up there till they look like the stars, and I've been wondering, were they stars? Were they ever stars? Were the stars that God said He created and put in the sky? Were they angels? You know, they just think that I'm thinking because I know what I've been seeing. And the first time I saw them, they looked like stars in the sky. And they were this big airplane, military airplane going around in a great big circle. That's before we even moved up this way. The night before we moved, it was just going around in a big circle, great big circle. I mean, a great big circle. And then after a while, I saw things, the lights started blinking, go off. It'll get real bright, go off, get real bright, and then it'll just take off. I said, I'm looking up there, not believing what I'm seeing. And then they did it one at a time. And these things was extremely fast. And I was on the phone with somebody that's on the other side of town and looking at what I'm looking at. We looking at the same thing that's up in the sky. And I said, did you see that? And they said, yeah. And they started crying. I said, you crying? It ain't funny, but I can't help but laugh. That's just my personality. And I said, you better not be crying. You better be praying. I said, these the flying saucers up there in that sky. When all of them were gone, the sky was, I had never seen the sky look like that before. It was a weird look. A weird look. Then I catch the police, and he was somebody I knew. I went to school with him. He was like a year behind me. They twins. Sitting on the corner of where I was staying at. and I had took out some trash. I didn't know they were watching me. Oh God, this is some crazy stuff. And so when I took the trash, I saw him, but I didn't know he was watching me. He came to me later on that they watching me. And I found out I'm being gangsta and who's doing it. And so I said put the trash in the dumpster outside. You know, they had them big old pans. And he said, "Don't I know you?" And I looked at him. I said, "Where you from, Roland? Because that's where we from, Roland." I said, "You a twin?" And he just drove off. I thought he was watching the woman because I used to stay in another apartment in the same area. But the woman was causing me so much problem. My landlord let me move to another apartment. So that's why she was, for a whole entire year, that woman gave me pure hell. From the day I moved in beside her. The first day I moved in, she played her music so loud that you could see the walls vibrating. This is what she did the whole entire year that I stayed beside her. Just make extremely loud noise. Her and that crazy man that she was going with. And he was married to another woman that he almost got his wife killed because he buying dope for that woman that was beside me. The drug dealers go to his house where his wife was at and shoot it up. While he's staying beside another woman who was smoking up the dope. Not his wife, but his girlfriend smoked up the dope. But they shot up the house where his wife was at. And then when I moved, my landlord, my nose just itching. My landlord said, you won't have no problems where he moved me to. So everybody was saying this little young boy, he was 17 years old, that he was a preacher. So when I moved in there in the apartment, there was some boys over there. There was one boy over there. And so after I finished putting up my bed, I was tired. You know, moving really tires you out, especially when you got a whole lot of stuff. That's when you realize all the stuff you got, you just don't want to throw away your stuff because it's good. And so when I finished moving and stuff, I laid in my bed. And I had the headboard up against the wall. And then I'm hearing something making noise. Is they having sex? I said, Lord have mercy. Then when they finished, the boy, not the one that stayed beside me, but the other one that was doing the dude, he started picking it and talking about you couldn't even take it. So I told my grandchildren, I thought y'all said that boy was a preacher. They said he is a preacher. I said that boy gay. They said, Grandma, that boy ain't no gay. That boy be preaching, talking about the Lord all the time. Talking, you always saying something negative about somebody. I said, I ain't saying nothing negative about nobody. I'm telling you what I saw, what I heard. I heard them in there having sex. So they were two brothers. He having sex with both of them while his mama in the house while she didn't have no legs. He would be over there cussing that woman. She would want him to do stuff and he'd tell her, I ain't doing, he'd be just cussing her. Lay your you know what down and go to sleep. He had all kind of boys up in that woman's house. So I had moved my bed from off that wall, but you can't, room, you can't move but so far. So I put my headboard up against another wall. I could still hear him. So I didn't sleep in my bed. I slept on the couch most of the time. But they were so loud, too. They were shaking the dang on building. Like we was in a little light earthquake. So I would just get pissed off because I'm way in another room up in the front of the house and I'm feeling my house shaking. So I get my daughter, you know what? I don't know how in the world I picked them weights up because when I would try to pick them up, just regular pick them up, I couldn't. Them thing was heavy. That's why I always said I wouldn't fight my daughter. That's when I have to shoot. Them with her weight that she was picking up. But anyway, I picked them dang on things up and I just start boop, boop, beating them upside on the floor. God say repent. I heard God say repent and read your Bible. So I get my Bible and I just sit on my bed and read loud, make sure they heard it. And I would tell them, if y'all can have sex as long as I read my Bible, let's go for it. So when they finished, they had to lay there and hear me read the Bible. Because I go for hours reading that Bible. Every time I get mad, God tell me to repent. And I did. And I get my Bible and read out loud. So evidently he told his cousins he was half black, half Indian. So I come home from the store and they on their porch looking at me like they wanted to jump me. I looked down and said, hey, and went on in my house because they didn't know what was going on. They just taking what he said. And they would come there for a few times looking at me like they wanted to jump me. But honey, y'all. But anyway, this one girl asked me, how did I like staying there? And I told her what was going on. I told her about what he was doing and how he be in there cussing his mama. So she must have told his sisters. Cause he had some sisters, some big women too. And I don't know if they were mad with me or what. But anyway, I kept saying no, he need a beat. I just kept putting that in the atmosphere because he really needed a beat the way he treated his mama. But one day I heard some commotion going on and our apartment was shaking. They were tearing his behind up in there. I didn't even try to call the police. I just let him good. He needed that whooping. I don't know if all his sisters were beating him or just him or just one of them. But they gave him a good whooping. It was some big women. They were bigger than him. And somebody called the police. Might have been him. So he come out of their house just cussing. Telling the police how he volunteered with children. You don't need to be around nobody children. But there was some little young boy over there, and I was wondering, is he too young to be over there having sex with other boys? But I know there was one boy, I knew his mama, but I didn't know how to contact her. I didn't even know he was gay until he started hanging over there. So I finally moved. And then I moved up. My sister, I got two places. I got my own place, and then I got my sister. But I spent a lot of time at my sister's place because she needed someone to take care of her. So I would go home maybe a day or two or three. And I would go home. But like a week after I moved in my apartment, this couple moved there beside me because my house was a duplex. So when they moved over there, somebody had put some rotten trash. I mean, a bag of that was the most stinking. I took Clorox and ammonia and still couldn't get that scent off my porch. But I had this guy from my hometown. He stayed up there, and so he would take me where I needed to go. And so he came to the house and he said, "Why you got that stinking trash out there on that porch?" I said, "What trash?" I ain't put no trash out there. So I looked at the bag of trash sitting on my porch. And it was just there. I called the police. He took it off. I said, I'm not touching that. But he looked right to the next door. Because these police has got their third eye open. Uh, and they not just got their third eye open. They practicing spiritual alchemists. Because they understood them symbols that dude was cutting at my sister's house. All her cement, everywhere they was cement, he was cutting symbols. They understood those symbols and they attacked me with something I couldn't see. It's like this stuff coming up going in my private area, something I can't see. But my stomach is getting bigger and bigger. So I don't know what this is they put in me. I just don't know what they're doing to me. Okay. You just coming up. Anyway, like I was saying, I don't know what they doing to my stomach. What they put this stuff is. All I know is heat. It's very hot, and it burning me. It burns me in my private areas. It burn my feet. Sometimes a gush, like a gush of heat, will go in my feet. But they know where I am. They seem to know where I am at all times. I could just step, and a gush of heat will go in my feet. My sister, she just going down, down, down. And everybody trying to make it seem like it's natural. And I'm trying to tell you, this is not no natural. Alzheimer's. And her doctor knew it because they were gang stalking me. So if they gang stalking me, I know that they know she's being gang stalked. I took her to that sleep apnea place. And so the doctor asked me, who was I to her? And I said, she's my sister. He said, well, have you ever been tested for Alzheimer's? I said, no, and I'm not going to be tested because I know this. If I get any kind of illness, anything, they did this. It's not just no regular sickness. It's coming from lack of protein. It's coming from lack of humanity. All these doctors know what's going on. All of them. Just like the dentist. They went to the dentist and turned the dentist and had him attacking me and putting stuff up in my mouth. If I want missing my front tooth, I'd have let them teeth once they no, but I had to get that mess cut out my mouth. I needed that cut out because my teeth cracked all the way up into the gum. So I need to get that out because they kept attacking my teeth because they was putting stuff they been putting stuff in our mouth. Them feelings that they were put in our mouth long time ago, them were a feeling that they could attack. And so when I first woke up, trying to think what was I going to do? Okay, I was going to start reading my book. Let me. Okay, I was going to start reading this book today, this morning, when I first woke up because I want to know what is they putting in my body, and they probably got it in this book. And I got this book last week sometime. I had opened it up, but I didn't start reading it. But I did open it. But sometimes it's hard for me to read because these people be attacking me so bad. And so this morning I said I was gonna start reading so I can find out what is they putting in my body. Got me swelling up, because there's a certain place in my body that they attack all the time and it's going outwardly. My stomach going this way, my back going this way. So I'm trying to figure out what in the world is going on, what they doing to me in my body. And I'm gonna have to start exercising so I can get my spine to get straight, because this is my spine going out like that, where they hitting me in my body. This stuff, if this stuff will go through wood, it's going through my body, and it's hitting me. It's coming in my private area, but it's also going through my spine, and it's building up in my spine. It's making my spine go outward like this. I'm looking at my face, and I don't look like me. To me, I don't look like me. But I'm gonna start reading this book so I can find out what is they putting inside of me, and what's the purpose. If they got there, if we got it in here, what is the purpose of this stuff that they putting in me? Because whatever it is, I feel like it's doing like this here inside my body. So I don't know if it's something that's alive, if it's just hot air. I don't know what this is. But I take stuff to make me use the bathroom. And I do feel better, but my stomach still don't go down. I'm not a big eater. I'm not a big eater at all. I got other books too. I got Behold the White Horse. I think that's what it is. The Pale Horse. No, Behold the Pale Horse. And I did start reading it, but I don't think I didn't fit. After we moved here, I haven't read no more of it. I got the handbook. The Quiet War for Silent, no, Silent Weapon for Quiet War. I think that's the name of it. There's another book I got. I got other books. And see, I've always liked reading. I got a lot of books. Most of my books are, dealing with the Bible and stuff like that. And I got a lot of books because I used to read a lot, but they started messing with my head. I don't even read the Bible and study the Bible like I used to. But I'm trying to get back into it. But the thing is, they got some type of hold on me where they can put me to sleep. Just knock me, slam out with this technology. Right now, I can see something up here on my head. It's like a white spot right there that I'm seeing. But we like submerged in energy. It looked like it could be raining or something in this house. You can see it better if I cut off, like how I hit the light cut off. You know what I'm saying? These people not human. And the ones that is human, these people, they lie so bad till they got videos. I believe that with all my heart, that they got videos with our face on it, even though it's not our bodies, making it look like we doing some real horrible stuff. I believe that's why that's how they able to get them to do what they doing to us, because they making up videos, putting our face on somebody else's body, making it look like we doing some stuff that's detestable. Because I've heard people saying stuff, and it sounded like they got me on some kind of sex video. I tell you, I ain't never made no sex video. I have never made a sex video, not ever. And I don't know what, because I know I was had my sister at the doctor's office. And the doctor that she was seeing, he wasn't really, I don't think he was a doctor yet. He might have been an intern or something. But he called one of the nurses in there to look at something on his computer. So when they were looking at it, she looked over at, she was walking out the room and looked over at us and told me, "That's disgusting." That's disgusting. That's what I'm thinking. They got some kind of video sending it out to these people. I was at the grocery store, and when I walking up to the cashier, the dude turned his head up like that and called me a WHORE. I didn't say nothing. What I'm saying, I'm tired of not saying stuff when they saying stuff to me. Uh, and some of the young people will start attacking me with this. Uh, it was a girl and a guy came out to the car one time. I was at that same grocery store, and they started hitting me with some type of energy. They just like they knew exactly where I was, and they just walked in front of the car, and I started getting hit with some type of energy. They looked like they were either teenagers or early 20s. And I'm saying to myself, who are these people? What are they? But I think whatever this in that sky, that them flying saucers, they down here trading places with us. And they got on something that looked like us. There must be shapeshifters or something. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've seen, my experience, what these people have done to me. And if people don't start waking up and stop letting these politicians make all these decisions, we're gonna be dead. But they putting up purple lights. And I think what they putting in us and putting on our skin, the atmosphere, that sun beaming down, doing stuff to us, releasing something that at nighttime is shining out. It's like a fog of energy that's just sitting there, going nowhere, on our trees, on our plants. They're going to have us lit up. That nowhere, we can't go nowhere because we're going to be lit up. We can't hide unless we keep on something at all times. Keep a mask over our face and some shades over our eyes. It's the only way we're going to be able to hide from them. Still might not be able to hide because that shine might come through the clothes. I'm telling you. They put stuff in the water, forever chemical. These flickering lights are doing something. Taylor, what else we gonna hear that they doing? And we just sit back, not saying nothing. The ones who is saying something is being said we paranoid schizophrenia. People talking about taking me to a psychiatrist. If you want to get in a fight, come over here and try to take me to a psychiatrist. We gonna throw down. You have to knock me out and put me in a car. Slam out. That's the only way you're gonna take me to a psychiatrist. But anyway, I think I said enough. They're gonna start. Next thing they're gonna start doing, because they talking about closing down over 100 Walmarts. So the next thing they're gonna probably start doing, because I don't believe that war. They're saying it's a war. I don't believe it's a war. They might be shooting and doing stuff to scare the people, have the people thinking, and the people leaving their country. But there's something else going on. That's another stage, just like the Black Lives Matter was a stage of witches. The police started the riots with the rubber bullets. We had witches out there chanting, writing spells on the ground. This lady, I used to watch her channel when I had my other channel. I don't know her channel now, but she went out there. She said all she saw was witches writing spells on the ground and in the corners chanting. I wish I could find some of those channels, but I didn't never know their name, especially the one that used to have the dream about Obama. They cut her. They took her, shut down her channel because they don't want you telling the truth. You can get on here and talk about any and everything except for the truth. Anyway, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna shut down, close down, and I need something, find something I can take to cleanse me, detox me. I got this thing on my head to protect my brain. Trying to keep my brain protected. I don't want to end up like my sister. I'm just telling you, that woman. I just don't know what they're doing to her. It ain't good. I know that it's not good at all. But anyway, I'm gonna say good. It's 7 o'clock. I've been on here for a while. 7:01 a.m. So I am going to shut down. I guess I'll go ahead and post this. And I was gonna order me a box of meat, but now I'm scared to order the meat because of what's going on with the flickering. Everybody talking about throwing away all their food out their freezer. So I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do about our meat. I did buy some jars, but they not the I need a half a gallon of the quart, at least the quart size. Those are pint size. I brought, that's the largest they had. It's hard to find jars. Um, I can't even find all the jars that I did have that was ball canning jars. I got jars, but they the kind like when you buy spaghetti sauce and pickles and stuff like that, mayonnaise, because they had to go through heat in order for them to be chef safe. So I started saving them. I was able to find me some lids. I found me some wide mouth and regular lids. I might need to buy some more just to have lids because I'm always buying like mayonnaise and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to use those the can, but I need something like bigger, like the half gallon. I don't need no full, uh, like maybe a half gallon to put meat in. Because if we don't buy meat now, we're not gonna be able to get no real meat, chicken and stuff like that. They said this guy said he won't buy no more meat, and he's throwing his meat out of his freezer. So I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna just throw it away or can it. Because people is canning meat, so I don't know. Cause anything, even if we can stuff, this stuff will go through glass. So I don't, I really don't know how we gonna protect ourselves from these monsters. These people are monsters. I've had so many people to get mad with me when I say something about Obama. They get so mad with me till they stop talking to me. Like I really care. I don't care because you that stupid. I don't need you talking to me. So you probably one of them. People will actually quit talking to you and see what make it so bad. Just because these people got some color to them. Black people just so proud. They don't care what kind of monsters that they are. Just the fact that they got a color, a brown color to them. Got some melanin in their skin. And at the end of time, we finally getting somebody with some melanin in their skin, but they devils. I prefer not to have, but all of them they devils, but these here is like gonna be the top devils. The top devils. The Antichrist. This is the ring. This is the Antichrist. The ring of the Antichrist is coming to pass, and they just proud of them because they black. Who don't like black people? Lord help us, Jesus. Lord, we need help, Lord Jesus. And Jesus just looking back, that let's be fools. Because I be praying, Lord Jesus, please deliver us. Please show these people who they are. Uncover all this stuff. Because when we try to tell them what's going on, they all saying we crazy because this is what they telling them to say. That we pronounce, anytime somebody say you pronounce schizophrenia, I don't want to have nothing else to say to them. Because I already know who you are. Just that word, paranoid. Because why can't I just be paranoid? That's why I keep saying, why I can't be just paranoid? Why I got to be paranoid schizophrenia? Because this your training. All this kind of stuff, what we going through can make you paranoid. But why you got to be paranoid schizophrenia? Because this is what they telling them to say, that we paranoid schizophrenia. They probably don't even know what it is to be schizophrenia. This is what they telling them to say. To call us crazy. Anyway, I keep saying let me get off of here. Let me get off of here. This is it. This is it right here.